Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab outside. It's Stroud. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
From the gun on 3rd down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Quarterback will audible. from the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Yellow Jackets.
Number 7.
Way to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will start this game off. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Push down for the tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big 2 gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these 2 big powerhouse conferences, they'll do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten. and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Martinez. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on that.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Movement here from the tight end. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And maybe they want to try somewhere else, because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's right on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Power ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. First down for this offense. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL. Quarterback on the keeper.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is why, during the week and during practice, quarterbacks wear green jerseys. They don't get hit. We're not allowed to hit him in practice. We get in trouble if we hit him in practice. Not used to taking shots. Probably one of the reasons why he coughed up the football.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air on first down. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Tempo and overdrive.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Trying to escape and get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. The quick out. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Slides away. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Galladay. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Western Michigan. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for room. It's Jennings. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Shows him the stiff arm. And he breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Running back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. The short hands, it's Jennings. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
That's caught. It's Ramsey. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He'll just keep slinging it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on...
And the ball is intercepted.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Going up top on first down. Escapes the sack. That's caught. It's Dobbs. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of a first down. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to pass it on second down. He makes the connection. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. He wants to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On second down, just keeps firing. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end. Extra yard. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or Do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get landed.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Running it back, it's Martinez. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think
he tries to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He is finally out of bounds, but... that end zone on that return.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And back to the air on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're...
And it's picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands... So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He wants to throw here on second down. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Galladay. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Pocket starts to collapse. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That is his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll set up to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Trucks through the defender. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He breaks a tackle.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocked to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And the Buckeyes are in the hurry up.
no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. 3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete to the left. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Coming after it. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the field goal unit is on the field. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Here comes the offense on first down. Got a man, it's Martinez. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Right down the middle. Picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
He's looking to throw it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Makes the catch. It's Stroud. There's a live football. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's running in the open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Complete on 3rd down. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. South Alabama is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 18 over UCF. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
They've got it at the 20 on 2nd and 5. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Jennings. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Pulls it in. It's Jennings. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. The aerial assault continues. He's got it. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
I tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
Throws toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost a error.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Snap from the gun on third down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3? Getting some heat. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle it?